Hi traders, welcome to this live trading session video as we are going to be looking at putting it all together in terms of the stretch principle. So remember in the 5-part video series that we've done from before, we were looking at the BRO, the stretch and all of that. And today's video, we're going to be putting it all together, and also we're going to be showing you how to formulate a strategy based on all of this, and in also using a real-time live trade at the moment on the British pound cable. All right, this and more on this live trading session video. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team in our live trading session video today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Stu on here, founder of Master the Markets Illiterates Conference and the Traders Open Day. All right, traders, here we go on to explaining on putting it all together. So in our 5-part video series, you've taken a look at the stretch principle, the BRO, and also the volume as well, the VSA light indicator that we are using over here, designed by a trade guided team. I do apologize for a little bit of the background noise as well. If you're hearing it, it's just quite a lot of construction going on here, but I'm sure you'll be able to hear me all well and loud. Cool. Right. So now let's see. Now, before I go on to explaining, there is, if you do not understand some of the terminologies, you want to go and reference back to the previous videos, you can always go under our profile over here, Master the Markets 2010 over here. And then what you can do, traders, is that you can look for those ideas where it says 4 out of 5 and so on and so forth. Okay. Aligning a stretch principle, you see, with the VSA and all of that. So you can take a look at that. Then you go on look for the 3 and the 2 and so on and so forth. Okay. So that will explain everything.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and smash that like icon. If you haven't joined our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications immediately when we post up quality content like this, and especially to get our live trading updates sent directly to your phone.
Right. So today, how do we put it all together? So in terms of that, I'm going to be taking a look and segmenting it down in terms of entry rules and so on and so forth. Also going to give you an example of a crib sheet that you can use to formulate as well. Okay. So the crib sheet, firstly, in terms of any strategy, will start with something like this, where I'm bringing it up to you. So put the name of the strategy name, and then after that, put the concept of the strategy. What are you looking to capture? What is the whole basis of it? Is it based on range capturing, which is what most of the things I've been talking about in the 5-part video series, and the objective? How much of that range do you want to capture? Let's say if it's a range-based strategy, okay? Right. Then after that, then it goes down to looking at the main segments of a strategy, right? So it starts off with entry rules. Then we will then look at our stop loss rules, right? And the stop loss will be segmented into initial stop loss and trailing stop loss, okay? And finally, the target rules, where we'll be looking at um, pre trade entry target rules and intra trade entry target rules as well. Once you're in the trade, how does the target differ? So these 3 segments you must always have, and then on top of that, then you also have your money management as well. Okay, so this is all to do with the strategy component, one out of the 3 entire components of your trading system. So I'm going to be going through all of that and putting it all together for you in this live trading session video. So let me take a look at this. So the first thing is entry, right? So what we do on this particular strategy, on this 5-part video series on the stretch principle, what I'm talking about is, one is, traders, we take a look at the daily and the 1 hour time frame trend direction. Okay, so over here we can see that over here. Let me just zoom in over here, make the chart a bit bigger. Over here, what you can see is it did take out that price structural level. At this moment, it's actually a downtrend. But in the downtrend, this is a phase 2, right? So it's going against the trend. So this is what we call a bottom to top movement, right? Because it's going to the top, right? So its a bottom has been confirmed by the dot and it's going up further. So bottom to top movement. So overall, the direction is still up. Only thing is, it's just going against the trend at the moment. Okay, downtrend phase two. Now, however, if you take a look in terms of the 1 hour time frame as well, so let me just put that together. And let's see. So on the 4 hour also, it's a bottom to top movement, but this is in an uptrend at the moment, right? So if you take a look on the 4 hour, so this is on the daily, on the 4 hour, this is a uptrend phase one, okay, and it's signaling towards the upside as well, and it's alignment with the trend too, right? Because it's just taken out its last high. Then over here, then what you can take a look at as well is over here. If you take a look at this on the 1 hour time frame, over here what I'm showing you is also is taken out its high as well, and it's an uptrend phase one on the 1 hour time frame too. Okay, right, and also being supported by the volume as well, by the VSA light indicator that's been designed by the trade guided team. I'll come to that in a minute. So you can see all three time frames are correlating in terms of the direction, only that the daily is against the trend, but still the direction is all towards the up. So that's the first thing I usually look at, right? And then I will take a look at in terms of probabilities when I align all of that together. So this is a good sign that all time frames are happy and correlating together. That's my first take, all right? And then the next thing then I look at is the open equity. So how much move is left? So you see, traders, the basic principle is that if something is in an uptrend and this part here, this swing move, the bottom to top, the last thing I want to do is enter around here, right? Because the move might be over and it might turn, is it not, traders? Yeah, we want to be entering as much as here. This is what I mean by open equity. How much move is left? Okay, open profit. Now we've done a lot of videos on this, so I highly recommend you guys watching that, especially in the 7 steps video series as well inside the live streams that you can see. So for example, here on Master the Markets 2010 is how you find us. If you go on the streams, you can take a look at that as well. 7 steps, all right, and all the different parts of it. So in there we discuss a lot extensively about the open equity principle.
For those of you who are unsure of any of the terminology or the concepts in this video, watch our free Trader Starter Pack 5-day video course as shown in Empire Cinema. It is educational, entertaining, and covers basics and advanced content with cross-transferable principles for trading and investments. It pertains to both beginners and intermediate traders, all dedicated towards helping you achieve consistent performance. Go ahead and register for it on the link below.
So that is that one there. So on the open equity, so this is still fine. There's still move left because it's not too far away from the bottom here, right? So we look at defining that as well, that you can take a look in our previous videos. Now, the other thing then, traders, is also what we look at is on the 1 hour, we take a look at the stretch, upper stretch line. Has it been outtaken or not? In this example, yes, if I were to take a look over here as well, you can see that the upper stretch line has been taken out here by this two bar. So that's another tick as well. I just do not have it on trading view at the moment. I will be looking out for that to put that in. So the upper stretch line has been taken as well. So far what I've done trend direction check, I've done OE check, and I've done 1 hour stretch, upper stretch check as well, right? Now, the other thing also what I do also in terms of the stretch to BRO calculations, what I take a look at as well, traders, if you see, I always take a look at in correlation to the open price. So the open price is correlating to this daily bar where the left hand side of the OHLC bar is as the open price. I'm correlating it here on the open price here according to the stretch indicator. So from the open price, I take a look at how much it has moved to the bottom, which is what I've written here as 25 in orange, and how much has it moved towards the upside. As of now, that has moved towards 28 and is climbing, right? So let me just change that, okay? I've talked about this in the previous video as well. So at the moment, and the zero point 0.8 ATR level is 72. And how do I get that? I've talked about it in a previous video as well, where I look at the previous daily bar and I take 80% of the ATR range. So zero point 0.8 times 89, which is about 90, which is about 72, which is the white one there. So now what I've done is segmented both the parts of the bar that is forming on the daily over here. And all I'm doing is, traders, is that I'm saying that 25 is formed to the bottom from the open. There is still about 47 to the upside. 47 plus 25, that will give me 72 in how I'm looking to project this bar formation. Okay, is what I'm taking a look at. And my probability is towards the upside where the BRO will form. And that's how we have taken the position of today. Where do we exactly enter that particular trade? There's a few ways that we can enter it. If I go back to trading view, I would usually enter it where our confirmation bar comes to confirm this bottom where the dot is. So a confirmation bar that confirms the bottom here. Okay, so that's all we have done. So over there, if I take a look and I've put it over here, that's where my entry is. And so far at the moment, we are in unrealized profit so far. So far, so good, right? So I've told you all about the entry, and also other thing also we take a look at is the VSA light indicator. When the confirmation bar comes, we want to see if the VSA light indicator is either green or gray. Okay. So once that is confirmed, that means I'm confirming my price with volume as well, which the trade guided team have nicely and in a very simple way have put together in terms of the VSA light indicator. This is also a trade that we took on the Brent oil. Please watch my previous video on 4 out of 5 where we're putting in alignment with the VSA. And again, today we're doing that as well. So that's all that. So that's in terms of all the entry basis. Okay, traders. Now, so those are all in terms of the entry basis. We've all covered that. And finally, where does the stop loss then go? The stop loss, one of the places where it can go towards the low of the day, which is around here. So let me just do that. So the low of the day would be around there. And there you go. And then how's our trailing stop loss? I usually wait for interruption to get cleared. So for example, once it retraces against us, I do not trail yet. I wait for this interruption to clear and then move up. And then after that, then I trail my stop loss on there. That's how I do it. Okay. So that's on trailing stop loss. Target, as I've mentioned before, how does that come together? Target zero point 0.0 ATR. That's all I'm looking for in this strategy, zero point 0.8 ATR. Okay, so that's pretty much that. Or if I get an opposite confirmation bar, that means opposite confirmation dot. If I get the orange dot happening here, and then I will get out as well. That's intra-trade exit rules. Okay, so now you see, traders, when I put it all together, of course, including the volume as well as I mentioned, the crib sheet will look something like this, right? So just to give you an idea, so I've done it over here. So it will look something like this. There you go, right? Rules for entry. I've written it all down, what I've mentioned about before, with diagrams as well. When to cancel the order as well, where the exceptions are as well. Stop loss rules, initial stop loss rules, trading stop loss rules, and then finally target rules as well. Also, I've talked about time exit here as well. Okay, traders. Now, I believe that really gives you a really, really awesome, strong idea of how it all comes together, how we put it all together in terms of a strategy based on from the principle and looking at each segment and then putting it all together and finally for the numbers to work so that your strategy is a net profitable strategy in the end. Okay. All right, traders, I guess that's pretty much it. Is there anything that I missed out? Maybe the only thing I would add is in terms of any strategy, whether it becomes profitable or not, you look at two stats, which is one is total gross profit above total gross loss. And if that is overrides the total gross loss, then you get a net profitable strategy, and that's what you should be looking at and monitoring it as well. Okay, I guess that's pretty much that. If you're liking this video, put a thumbs up, put a boost on the trading view video. And let us know if there are any other topics that you would like us to cover and how you found this video, and any questions that you have, also post it to us and be happy to answer them and serve you on your trading journey ahead. Okay, right. I will be monitoring this position, see how it comes along. I guess that's pretty much that from me on this trading video. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.